Shalom, this is Ashara Bayan Sharala out of Lions Den Camp, located here in Jacksonville, Florida. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Father and the Son in the proper true Hebrew tongue. Kav Layam La, Yahweh, Bashim Al Shai, Bashim, Ha, Wakak, Wadash Ma'amah. Also, double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS. Double honors to our apostles down here in the Lions Den Camp, Ahar Wan Bayan Sharala. Peace and blessings to the 1/3, and salutations to those for elect. It's gonna be a quick spirit hydration. Is going on Luke chapter 6. Kind of laying backing off of, shoot, throughout the week, if anything, just this is spiritual hydration nonetheless. But verse 21, it says, I guess out of verse 20, it said, at least, it says, and he lifted up his eyes on his disciples and said, blessed be ye poor, for yours is the kingdom of Yahweh. All right, so man, just start that off, man. Blessed, blessed are the ones that are low in this world, the ones that are, basically, don't have nothing, are poverty, That what King Solomon, what King Solomon said was, I'm black, but I'm common, I'm poverty, But ultimately, we have the Lord Yahweh Shah to land back on, because once again, the meek shall inherit the earth. It says, blessed for ye poor, for yours is the kingdom of Yahweh. So come, man. The ones that are poor in this world are ultimately rich in the spirit, and ultimately, rich in the spirit of Yahweh Shah, and ultimately the ones that are gonna get salvation. The ones that believe on the name Yahweh Shah. Not saying nobody rich is not gonna get it. But ultimately you're going to leave. It's going to be an economical collapse, anyways. So you're going to leave all that money. If you're rich, you got to go to the eye of the needle. So you're going to throw everything away. If you can't, well, that means you wasn't for the Lord in the first place. All right. Verse 21 says, "Blessed are ye that hunger now, for ye shall be filled. Blessed are ye that weep now, for ye shall laugh." So man. This is a contrast of this world. The ones that are on top right now, they're laughing, and they rejoice, and they joyful that they have this kingdom, But what is this kingdom, man? It's literally Esau's kingdom. It's his world. It's foolish, It goes up. It goes up. It goes against everything that Yahweh is for. It's enmity with it's an enemy of Yahweh ultimately. All right. This is a world set up under a satanic order, being Esau, the Caucasian race, the physical counterpart of Satan. Knowing that this world is set up because of them, and they cover the face of the judgment thereof. Job 9:24, it was given to them. All right. Why would you even, consent, want to be a part of this? All right, it says, blessed are ye when men shall hate you, and when they shall separate you from their company, and shall reproach you, and cast out your name as evil for the Son of Man's sake. So man. Anyone that hates the Lord is going to ultimately hate you. Vice versa. If they hate you, they're going to ultimately hate the Lord. They if they see that light, they're going to want to hide it. Anyone that has somewhat of an inkling of like a zeal, even like on TV, someone would have a zeal, like it'd be like thank God for this, and they be like, hold on, we ain't doing that around here, because this whole system is set up of, even though it says in God we trust, and what like what's the flag thing, and under God basically. That's just to get back any money from the Roman Catholic Church, man. They don't actually. This place, America, don't really love God, man. They're against God. Clearly, they want to be. They don't want to just. They don't want to love God. They want to be on the seat of the Most High, of the Most High power, Yahweh. All right, but they can't do that. The Lord ain't gonna let them do it, because they're the wicked. The wicked shall not prevail. All right. And nonetheless, anyone that's is casting out your name is ultimately just casting out Yahweh Shema Shai. They don't want you here because they don't want Yahweh Shema Shai to come back. All right. It says, verse 23, rejoice in that day and leap for joy, for behold, your reward is great in heaven. For in the like manner did their fathers unto the prophets. So come on, man. The same thing happened 2,000 years ago. The most like Yahweh Shai's and his disciples and anyone that the disciples taught and spreading the word around. All right, those are the same people that were like, nah, Yahweh Shai is not the Lord. Yeah, our God is Mammon. Our God is I don't know, some Roman. You know what I mean? So yeah, those are the same people 2,000 years ago. Reincarnation, by the way, regeneration, reincarnation to be back to read again inside. Incarnation, be back inside your body once again. Those are the same spirits that dwelt this earth 2,000 years ago, blaspheming against the Lord Yahweh Shai. All right. It says, but woe unto you that are rich, for you have received your consolation. All right, so man, the ones that are rich in this world now that don't want to give it away and are cashing out, that's cashing out the name of Yahweh Shema Shai, that's cashing out the prophets. All right, though that's their consolation. They can be on top right now. They are on top right now, but that's only for a short time. That's only because the Lord allowed it, because he flipped it upside down. But he's finna make his prophets. He's gonna make the elect above everything else in this world, man. Having Esau be on the same pedestal they on, but the pedestal they on is honestly is a very weak stool. All right, and it's an illusion of power, but really it's no power. The Lord's going to give dominion and power and peace and righteousness and powers to Yahweh Shai, and of course his service. The elect, the hope, 144,000, the hopeful elect. You are all part of that number. All right. It says, woe unto you that are full, for you shall hunger. Woe unto you that laugh now, for ye shall mourn and weep. So come, man. You gotta do it back. You gotta do it back, because you think everything is good because you can laugh now, but gotta cry later. Verse 26, woe unto you when all men shall speak well of you, for so did their fathers to the false prophets. So man, the ones that people call prophets or gods, these black Hebrew Israelites. We're not color prophets. We're not doing that. All right, it's a Kari or IUIC. They call them prophets. They not prophets, man. What prophecy are they even saying? It's not even real prophecy. They saying embargoes and credit cards. Some people say credit cards. Not them. Apostle issue. They don't get no actual order. The passing of Christ or whatever. So, or Jesus Christ. Nonetheless, yeah, man, they just have confusion. They false prophets, but yet more people are probably subscribed to them because they're more niggerish. They're more ninjas. So nonetheless, they're going to have more people that are in the same vibration as them. But for the true prophets that worship in sincerity and truth, you got to have the right vibration, according to Yahweh Shema Shai. All right. It says, well, you'll come, man. That's actually the end. So it says, for did their fathers to do to the false prophets. All right. So once again, 2,000 years ago, this was what was happening. They was ascribing to the false prophets, and they was hating the real prophets. Those same people were back on the earth doing the same thing. They hate the real prophets, and then they gonna do well. They gonna like the fake prophets. All right. But and yeah, this how this place is set up. But the ones that are rich and that they don't want to give it up and hate the Most High, that's their consolation. That's all they gonna get. They gonna cry later. Or the ones that love the Most High and are poor right now, but love the Lord Yahweh Baruch my shot, they're gonna get their prize when his kingdom come, when the dollar collapse. All right. They're gonna get everything that they ask for. The Lord hears our prayers. All right. But Lord willing, that was edifying, a little spiritual hydration. And with that, I say shalom.